Hey, good morning. Rocky LeGrone, April 5th, and I am fired up. I'm fired up about a lot of things. Some good, some bad. So I just got to get it off my chest and rant and hope maybe this helps you a little bit. First of all, great news. Yesterday was the beginning of our 35th OMG Objective Management Group International Conference. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's not a lot of pressure like trying to present and teach and work and coach with 508 of the greatest sales consultants and sales experts in the world, all of our partners and associates at OMG. You got to love the shirt, right? I'm fired up. This is a great conference. We did a workshop yesterday on how to sell in an inflationary environment, what's causing the inflation, how companies need to modify their positioning in the marketplace, how to ramp up their salespeople today. So in 9 to 12 months when this inflation hits, which if you don't know, it's already hit. They're just kind of slow playing it until they get more data, until more businesses have to report more stuff that shows it started, a while back. It's just like November, October of 2008, it feels like to me. So if you're not planning today for that, you need to get started. There are a lot of things going on right now that are fantastic in the business world. But here's the problem, the media. Now I'm going to give a presidential example, but I am not being political or throwing darts at either party, okay? But here's what really pisses me off and gets me fired up too. People make conclusions from what looks like accurate information, and they don't do the research, and they don't do their homework. And here's a perfect example. You see the Iron Horse behind me. Yeah, that's what we call it. I spent many hours working in the oil fields of East Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and Mississippi, working on oil wells, working on these pumping units, setting up the tank batteries, and all the other stuff it takes to do that. Yeah, I was a hard worker, and I did a lot of things. Well, if you think about oil, in Texas, it used to be, I don't have the stats now, but for every dollar oil goes up a barrel. So every dollar per barrel oil goes up, or every dollar per barrel oil goes down. That's $1 billion just to the Texas economy. All right, so here's a presidential example. Last week, Biden decided that he was going to release 1 million barrels of oil from the National Oil Reserve. Okay, wow, sounds great, right? Media jumped on it. Oh, oil's down now. Oh, we got all this controversy about the going energy independent and all the other stuff happening around the world, which I am certainly not a global politics expert. But what I can tell you is when I saw that, it didn't sound like a lot of oil to me based on the fact that I worked in the oil field for many years. So I looked it up. Now, it's on the internet, so I can't tell you it's absolutely true, but Wikipedia said the average national daily usage for the United States of oil is 19.5 barrels, 19.5 million barrels. 19.5 million barrels divided by 1 million barrels is barely 1/2 of 1% of daily use. Why is that a big deal? How does that help the economy? How does that impact the global impact of oil production and usage? It's minuscule. That's like taking a glass of water and dipping it in a lake that's 5,000 acres and going, oh, we're going to give some water away. It's ridiculous. And that's exactly what happens if you're not paying attention to what is going on with your sales team. Are your sales managers coaching enough? Are sales managers being effective? Now, Dave Curlin made a great rant last week, and I'm going to put the link on the bottom of that so you can go listen to that. But I want to rant about sales managers and business owners. How in the world can you cut your way to profit? It does not happen. So don't even start thinking about that. What you should start thinking about as a sales leader is, how am I going to start today to get my team ready? If you look at football, spring football games in college are going on right now. Why? Because they're preparing, not for the first game of the season, not for the second game of the season. They are preparing to win the national championship. That's where their goal is. That's what they start. So how in the world can you wait 6, 8, 9 months to start to try to do something when it takes 6 to 12 months to change the mindset of salespeople and the culture of your organization. Stop putting it off. Invest in your people. I don't care if you use me or somebody else. I'd love to talk to you if you want, but it's not about that. It's about doing the right thing to grow your business, to maintain your business, to shut out all this stupid competition that's all about price. Let's talk. Love to hear from you. Hope this was a good rant for you. Have a great day. Good selling. I'm Rocky the Grow.